that cucumber. It was pretty much invisible till we got right on top of it. Sneaky. Oh, Dan, it's one of your favorite jellies up on the right.
Oh, yeah.
The sparkly one. Oh, goodbye.
Here it goes.
I don't know about you folks, but the monkey's fist keeps swinging in, the shadow of the monkey's fist keeps swinging into the view, and I'm like, what's that?
You know,
What's
I
that?
was just having that same, what's that?
It's my shared brain waves. They're just free for the van to use.
Come on, Alana, catch up.
All right. I'm thinking I'll keep us moving 320.
Yeah.
Put in 50 meters. Bridge nav. Can we have 50 meters 320? Thank you.
Oh, there goes another sparkler. What is that on the right?
I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry. It's my sharing brainwaves again.
Go ahead and zoom in video.
Looks like an urchin.
It's an urchin.
Cool. An urchin or an anemone?
Oh,
Looks
could
like
be
an
an enemy.
urchin. It's quite
Go ahead and
spiky.
zoom. Full zoom.
Oh, actually.
Looks like an anemone.
Yeah, I think it's an anemone.
Here, go wide.
It's too soft.
It's just emotionally available. It's not soft.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's big.
I don't know if you're able to go any further right, Danny, but it looked like there was a baby sea cucumber.
Go wide video.
Just right at the top on the right there. Kind of at the urchin's 10 o'clock. Yeah, right there.
What do we see?
I think it's a tiny
Another
sea
cuke.
just a little one. And we all know that the cute ratio is like smaller equals cuter.
Usually.
Sure.
All right. But that urchin was pretty cool. Or
Yes.
an enemy was cool. I wonder if it buries itself there.
I don't know.
Anemones are really cool because they look like they're fixed, but they're not. They can move around and detach. And there's even a swimming anemone, and it leaps into the water when it's under duress and kind of cha-chas away. It does like a hip wiggle. Yeah.
Cha-cha slide.
Yeah, it kind of hip wiggles out of the way. Like it's very like definitive S movements.
Nav,
Yep.
can we get a distance and bearing from the from the mud mat touchdown location to the IP?
Sure. Just looking for the IP target.
It'll probably be in the center of all those cables.
Up here.
Yeah.
Roger. Okay, so I have about 235 meters.
Yeah.
319.
At 319 degrees.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Definitely driving a lot faster than Atalanta is. Give me more tether.
Ooh, another weird thing.
Looks like another anemone.
Yeah, that one's a little more classic anemone shape, isn't it?
F11. Beautiful.
I've got it out at 20 meters now.
And I'm out of tether.
Going too fast. Zigzag. Can't go forward, go left. In this case, go right.
That's what I've been doing. Slowly moving to the right.
As Dr. Deb Kelly says, wag your tail.
That's someone I haven't seen in years.
To the left of your box a bit there, anyways. Wander around in your box. Lost in your box at 2,600 meters.
I'll just do some laterals then.
Yeah, I'll slowly laterals. I'm going forward. Let's do an S. I'll keep my heading. I'm always loath to change my heading until I have to.
Ooh, look at that thing.
What is that?
C-pen.
C-pen. Can we have a view of that?
Yeah, go ahead, zoom in.
Ooh, look at how bristly it is. I'm surprised it doesn't have a brittle star friend. A lot of the C-pens have brittle stars climbing on them.
Not yet, maybe.
I don't know, that one looks pretty prickly.
Okay, go wide video.
It's quite large though.
Yeah,
Nice.
maybe 50 centimeters?
Maybe, yeah. How wide are those lasers?
10 centimeters.
10 centimeters. Okay, yeah.
As always, thanks, Danny.
I don't know what the rule is about, or like the legislation for C-pens, but at an old job I had to annotating video and still images from the seafloor, and we would look for C-pens, and if they were in a certain density, then it made a protected habitat
Ah, it's much
for
better.
C-pens.
Huh.
It was hard to get that threshold.
What was it?
I don't remember. It was like a certain density of them within a radius, or like within so many square meters or something.
Cool. Probably more than just one majestic one, though.
Yeah, you needed quite a few, and then there was also looking for like bioturbation as well.
Neat.
Can I give you
And-
another step? 30 meters, 325. Should get us closer to our target.
Roger.
I'm 315, but 325. Yeah, 325 will work.
AJ, you're still on SPL?
Bridge nav. Can we have another step? 30 meters, 325. Thank you.
Steph, what is bioturbation for those of us who are new to the term?
So it's just, looks like there might be some there to the left.
Can I put my greasy foot on you?
Put
Different
your foot down.
animals making, I don't know,
You want a
tunnels
footstool?
or
There's one over here.
I need a footstool.
holes in the sediment. It's usually to,
I'm afraid to
just
put my
like
feet up in
oxygenate.
the rack because there's too many cables
so
in
they're
there.
bioengineers.
So they dig into the seafloor and oxygenate the seafloor at the same time.
Yeah, it's to like get more water in it. So it looks like there's one right there next to kind of just below the
Mount St. Helens.
the the sea cucumber. Looks like there's quite a bit of it around here.
And any thoughts on what creatures might be responsible? Oh, look, a crab.
Oh, looks like a sea spider.
Ooh,
Usually like
off to your right, Danny.
polychaetes,
I know, I see him.
You gotta check out
bivalves,
the sea
things
spider.
like that.
Pardon me, polychaetes
You got
and
enough
bivalves.
Bank.
Bivalves, like mollusk shells.
Mussels, clams.
If you're clever and
Yeah.
you get a full zoom on them, you'll see me completely gross out and have to do the
Maybe not
spider
mussels,
dance.
but yeah.
Ooh, check that out. That's a cool guy.
Okay, video. You know what to do.
Looks like alien.
Full zoom.
That's actually that's not a crab. That's a pycnopodia. That's a sea spider.
It is indeed. Packing something too.
That's actually really cool.
Creepy.
Let me see if I can keep him in flame.
You can't full
No.
zoom and
Okay.
fly.
Yep. Zoom out.
You can
Pretty
half
cool
zoom
to
and
see it
fly.
moving around
Yeah.
like that.
You'd have to land.
Yeah, if we got time, maybe we could watch it for a moment.
Yeah. If you land,
Dust is gonna kill us.
huh?
Instead of a land, it's gonna get dust everything.
Not if you gently land
It's true.
with your head into the breeze.
He's moving.
You don't have much in the bank though.
No, you got
Go wide in.
10 meters in the bank. You can do a half zoom and do a flying zoom. I can do half pretty easy. Any more than that. So if you zoom into the lasers, it's still on the top of the screen.
Yeah. Okay, zoom in.
Is that a little octopus or is that a...
Where?
Okay, go ahead, video. Zoom in. Keep going.
Well, she's doing her job and keeping the
Yep.
critter on the screen.
And I'm trying to do my job of keeping the critter on the screen.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, it looks like the current's behind you, so you wouldn't want to land on this heading anyways.
Okay, go wide, video. Bye-bye, Mr. Sea Spider.
Yeah, time to go.
In the
I
world
know
of
what it's carrying.
Yeah, in the world of creepy cool, that's creepy cool. But yeah, I did look at it was carrying something, didn't it, Lynette?
I know what he was carrying.
What's that?
What it was carrying.
What's that?
Food.
A victim.
A victim. Lunch.
Lunch.
I mean, it is breakfast time.
Ooh,
true.
it's bacon time. Bacon. I got bacon brain.
Hey, maybe that whatever it's got tastes like bacon to a sea spider.
Ooh.
Maybe it's a sea pig. Must be sea bacon. The logic is sound.
I'm seeing bacon.
That's a bad joke right there.
Oops.
And for anybody just tuning in, we are making our way back to some of our original starting points, pick up some equipment, and on the way, they're very much indulging me to see all these creatures, which I am very grateful for.
We don't need much encouragement.
I'll take the blame. I like it.
One of my favorite things to do with this machine is run out to the very end of my tether and find something to look at, and look at it as long as I possibly can before I get run over with Atalanta.
Speaking of, what's right in front of us?
And then I have to turn and
That
do it
yellow
all
thing?
again, run.
Yeah, it's
Looks
Hey, video.
human-made.
Zoom in. What is it? Is it trash?
oh yeah, maybe a bit of paint.
Looks like paint, yeah.
Go wide, vid.
Good practice for you, Denny, would be to very gently, like I wouldn't really call it landing.
No, you just barely touch the feet just to stabilize you, and then
Exactly, and we refer to it as putting a toe out. So you just get a toe on it, or if you're walking down the hall on the vessel and you just, put one hand on the rail to stabilize yourself a bit. So you don't got to do the full-on landing in dust. And the technique there is to slowly come down until the camera stops moving.
Is that another sea spider on the left? A much smaller one?
And I don't think so.
Looks like it.
And you can, if you get a little on the bank, you can practice on, you don't have to have a target necessarily. It's actually easier without a target the first couple times. And I don't even, I don't look at anything particular. I just slowly come down till it stops moving. So what I'll do is, for example, that white thing that the lasers are on right now, when that's about halfway between the front of the porch and the lasers, I'll slowly come down.
I just lost it. Lost the plot. As Dan likes to say. Gotta remember not to hit this when auto depth's on.
Yeah, definitely don't do it with auto dips on. I don't even have my hand on that lever when I have
Oh
auto
no, I've been
dip on.
having my hand over here.
That's usually what I do.
Actually, maybe this is a good time for this question. How far is a step? You use that term a lot. I'm going to step right, I'm going to step forward. How far is a step?
And we can set that step to any distance we want.
Oh. And do you change it for every mission, or is it a generally set distance?
No, we change it all the time.
Okay, cool.
So like if we were to take a step to the ADCP, how far would it be?
But you don't, I generally don't step down. It doesn't, you'll wind up stuffing it.
Step out?
The vessel has just come all stop, so there's an
do you want
ADCP.
another,
Yep,
would you
we're
like
almost there.
another step? 325?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
yeah. We obviously also step the vessel.
Bridge nav. Can we have another 20 meters, 325, please? Thank you.
Some folks wondering if we're done for the day, but no, of course not. We got to go pick up all our tools. We finished the work. Now we got to go get them.
There's larval traps up here somewhere.
Yeah, larval traps will be northwest of the instrument platform. So 3 beacons and a larval trap, or 2 larval traps. You're going to come up with us. Fabio's here to look at his larvae. He eagerly awaits his larval traps.
Do you think Fabio's going to have a larval-y day?
Depends on whether we mangle them or not, getting them into the biobox.
Don't say that, Dan.
They're fragile and they've been on the seabed for who knows how long.
And they have the longest monkey's fists in the world.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they do.
We've actually had the monkey fist so long that it gets in our thruster.
Ooh, that doesn't sound...
Oh, we shortened them? Oh, Fabio says we shortened the monkey's fist. Special for you, Dan.
Not special for me. You suck one in the lateral and it sucks the whole larval trap in there and just like put something in your garbage disposal. And then your garbage disposal stops.
Are you zooming video?
Sorry, I was just going full wide. My bad.
Can you please come back forward?
Yeah, let me know when.
Good.
It likes that little glint of a hood there.
Just doing what my teacher taught me.
Just barely tall enough to see over the hood.
Oh, look at that. We got a vacuum cleaner off to our right-hand side.
We're looking for sonar targets. And there could be cables and other...
Yep, there's cables. There's all kinds of stuff right here.
There's going to be all kinds of stuff.
A vacuum cleaner.
It looks like a vacuum cleaner. I'll show you. It's going to come into view here any second.
Where are we on nav? Oh, that'll be the ADCP. Maybe? Maybe an ADCP.
It does kind of look like a vacuum cleaner.
Not an ADCP.
No, but it totally looked like a Hoover from a distance.
What is that?
Yeah, what is this?
Do you know what that is? Doesn't look like ours. University of Washington inactive deployment site with abandoned devices. That's the note I have.
Totally looks like a vacuum cleaner.
Maybe they were testing out vacuums.
That one didn't work.
Can we see what's off to our right that we
Yeah.
can see in like
since
upper
I'm-
cam?
I'm going to tilt the camera up a little bit.
There's an ADCP, and there's our beacon.
Our beacon beckons.
That's our target. Let's go get it.
Right
There.
Gonna turn on your down lights, Danny.
Yep, go ahead.
Where's the next one?
The next one is going to be to the northeast. I don't really have a great idea. It's by a yellow cable. So if we follow a yellow cable east,
Just right around this neighborhood somewhere?
it's nearby. Yeah, these were both. Yeah, I could tell you how far actually if I pull up the old dive plan. memento.
Just gotta move the manipulator into your Zeus view here. Hey, you're gonna have to tilt back down.
Okay.
I'll tilt down for you.
Yeah, about 10.
Are you full wide, Ashley? Thank you.
33 meters, 44 meters.
Okay,
Oh, my
if you just come
trigonometry's not
down,
gonna.
Yep, I'm going to set down really gentle.
Don't set it in the mud, just hover in front of it.
Oh, okay.
About 20 meters away, Dan.
Roger.
And is this ACDP still working?
Sure is. Look how clean it is.
Yeah.
Until I dust it.
Yeah, don't dust it or touch it. You're 1.7 there. Put down another ½ meter and then I can grab it.
This ADCP is
It's a good height there, Danny.
very
Hold
helpful
that.
for the
Just
planning of
snug right
the
up there.
Pacific Ocean neutrino experiment.
Closer to the porch.
Cool.
They're using it to determine what the currents are, to help size the floats
Hold that
and
height.
weight packs
meter.
for their
Hold on, I'm
many
drifting
moorings.
into the ADCP.
Okay, back up a little bit. Just nice and easy. Okay, let go of the sticks.
And to study modeling of bioluminescence.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's another goal for that project.
Okay.
It's like a
Vehicle
bycatch
should just
goal.
float up now that
Bycatch
you've
goal,
let
yeah.
go of it.
We're going to run out of manipulators here to carry beacons in a minute.
And I can't put them in this. I could put,
Put them in the front box for now.
I don't know if they fit in there. But we'll deal with that when we get there.
Okay.
I can't put them in the starboard box because we got the larval
No, yeah,
traps
they
there.
can't go in the bio box, but if you can get them in the toolbox or pin them on the porch are really our two options.
Yeah, they go put them on the porch.
So if I follow these cables, it'll take me to the IP?
No, sorry. Our
Oh.
next target is, Lynette, it's 33 meters at, oh, hang on, I got to do some math here.
So
320.
beacon
Yeah,
2406.
that's what it's going to be.
Okay, I have
Correct.
a target for that.
I'm going to
Yeah.
set this on the porch while you're
Yep,
sorting that
go
out.
ahead.
So it's 33 meters at a bearing of 140 from the IP.
140 from the IP, and I'm
Yeah.
not quite to the IP.
Yeah, so from you, Danny, about 033.
Okay, let me just get past all this
030.
stuff here. 0 what?
Say 030 in that ballpark. It's right here.
Okay.
It's this purple one.
So our beacon collection run.
And then after this, are we going toward the IP?
Yeah, we'll go on the other side of the IP for the larval traps, which are northeast of the IP.
Those are the ones that look like the little...
I might put in a move 15 meters north.
Okay.
Oh, look, there's a sea pig.
Bridge nav. Can we have 15 meters north, please? Thank you.
I think that one's a legit sea pig.
Okay,
is
go ahead and
legit
zoom in,
sea
Pete.
That's a good looking sea pig.
Go ahead, zoom. Go ahead and zoom. Zoom. Beautiful right there.
Or not. I'll give you a piece of advice I gave Jake early on.
What?
Fly the ROV, not the camera.
Okay. Go by video.
So you're trying to zoom in on something from 3 meters away.
I know.
Totally weak.
Long line of leverage.
Yeah, fly the ROV, not the camera.
Is that, what's that to the left? Is that a, could that be a gulper
That's
eel?
how Jake can get so close to things. so comfortably because he practiced doing exactly what you're doing in the beginning, barely touching the seabed without stirring it up. If you can do that, then you can, start nudging up to stuff, barely touching it, and it's just control of the vehicle, being comfortable with control of the vehicle.
Stick time.
Yeah, stick time. So not getting what I still continue to suffer from this day is buck fever. So you get close to the seabed and you get all antsy, and it's, everyone's all excited because we're looking at something super cool, and you wind up zooming past it or not getting the shot. So it's actually making it harder for you by zooming in at 3 meters away because you're trying to hold a much smaller target. The closer the camera is to whatever you're looking at, the more you can move the vehicle around without, and keep it in the picture.
Well, I was using multiple screens to...
I typically don't zoom until the vehicle's stable unless I have Z-bias just totally dialed and I have lots of leash. Because any, vessel heave 25 meters with tether, you're just not going to get any more than a second or two of video of it. If you want to get a good, nice 60-second video, that'll wind up in the highlights. Or even 30 seconds of video, that'll wind up in the highlights. You got to have the, whatever you're looking at, stable. Otherwise, it'll be cut. You might get a still of it, but even a still, if you're 3 meters away, they can't take a still image from the Zeus because it's moving too fast, and so it'll wind up blurry. And yeah, like I say, don't be shy about putting a toe out and touching. I'll do it. I still, to this day, practice it all the time because I still all the time botch it.
Go getting video. Hold on. That's good.
And the other thing you got to do, if you want a good zoom, they have to be really close to the porch. Zooming that far out is also hard to hold.
Oh, look, he's got some sort of little amphipod behind him.
Yeah, that's perfect, Danny. So you're like barely touching now. You're not landed, but you're not drifting.
Exactly. That's the way we fly Lukai, period.
Do you want to go back to the full 360 in the meso for Herc?
What's that?
Sorry.
Do you want to go back to the full 360 in the meso for Herc?
Oh, sure.
Let me see if I can get you in the square frame a little bit here.
Oh, there's a Ophiuroid.
Go ahead and zoom video.
The little white thing is an Ophiuroid?
No, it's probably just gunk.
So
Gunk.
she'll run out of zoom out there at some point.
That's a cool shot.
Yeah, actually to get the super zoom, you have to tilt down to those porch in the view and then zoom past the porch. You can get nice zooms out there, but like if you want to get like, the scales on him, it is a nice shot.
Almost full zoom.
Yeah, so at that distance, you can judge it in your upper camera, Danny. But full zoom there, the lasers are still at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
So if you were tilted down and she zoomed in, so Ashley zoomed in some more, the lasers would disappear off the top of the screen.
Oop, okay. Full zoom, I think.
Yeah, nope, you had it there, polar, but you might, yeah. It's click one way or the other. It might be click left, the minus sign. Yeah, but go back on the green one.
I'm sorry, that fish is adorable.
I don't know.
The fish is like,
It's
okay, go
so
wide
cute.
video.
Because I have a mouse and you have that antiquated, no longer in production dongle.
Is it possible to look at the little amphipod? Oh, look, here comes another red tail. Weird.
That was cool. Just a year. No.
Do we want another 1.5 meters north?
We're going to the purple one.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bridge nav. Can we have another 1.5 meters north, please? Thank you.
Okay, if I take bubble or a gauge check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, taking it.
So good morning to anybody who's just joining us. We are looking for some larval traps on the seafloor and picking up the beacons. And those little green lasers that you see are 10 centimeters apart. They're in perfect parallel, so if something goes close to them, they'll look really far apart, but still 10 centimeters. And if something is far away,
Can you turn Atalanta's heading, please, to follow hook?
they'll look close together, but they're still 10
Roger
centimeters.
that. Oh, other way. Coming down a few meters.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, there's my beacon right there.
Where's your bacon?
Beacon.
Oh.
Bacon's downstairs.
Yeah, you're still thinking of breakfast?
Well, we saw sea pigs, so I was thinking of sea bacon.
I just had some real bacon and it was delicious.
Yes, it was. Yes.
We also saw a pycnopodia, sea spider. Those are quite large anemones, actually. I didn't realize how big they were, but they're actually quite large.
They are.
There we are. Beacon
Wow,
3 of
good
3
shot.
for recovery.
All yours.
Happy there?
See how Dan has it on the porch?
Oh, yeah. Here, 1 second.
Sorry.
All right, let me know when you're...
Okay, I am touchdown. Where's our next target?
Next target is to the northwest. Hold on.
Yeah, just on the other side of the instrument platform.
Yeah, so I have a bearing of 325 from you, Herc.
Okay.
I don't know that it's marked on here. It's like up here.
Okay.
Fabio, any idea
You,
what kind of sea anemones they are?
tilt down maybe a bit.
Well, we have that on our
HD pan town.
naturalist guide, but we don't have a confirmed
Yeah,
ID
that's
on
great.
actually.
I think if you let go, you just nudge it in position.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to place them like this anyways at some point.
Where did you guys place the beacon that was picked up at the mud mat, the one without the rod on it?
It's still in the Orion's arm.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, yeah, now I see it on the fisheye.
Time to go home now, beacon. I think it will fit behind the Fletcher.
That's pretty much all we're going to be picking up other than the larval traps that'll go in the bio box. So however you guys want to manage the porch, if you want to,
So we can manage the porch right now?
yeah. It's either now or later, might as well do it
You
now.
want to line them up like this?
Over like the
All three of them.
perpendicular to how they are
Yeah,
right now.
all three of them perpendicular. Then we can put the strap over there and...
All right.
I mean, unless you have a better idea of storing them, but we
No,
don't.
that's probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm stick locking.
Probably pull out.
Yeah, pull out and then just have them, just like we launched them, if you remember how to launch them. And we also have one in the Orion arm that we can pick up after this.
Yep.
Do you want me to push out?
Can you tilt down anymore? Or is
That's
there...
all the way down.
All right. Yeah. Push out a bit.
There you go.
What, sorry?
Oop. Oop. Excellent. And then we'll put the other one. I have Orion jaws when you get a hold of it.
Slide this one back a little bit. It's stuck there. All right,
Yep.
that's good.
Oh.
With those rods sticking out, you'll still be able to sit down and pick up the larval traps, okay?
I should be able to.
Okay.
If anything, we can swing off to the side and grab them.
Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to tip them over, but they've got those monkey fists on them to grab.
We could leave the porch out and I could push them back more.
Well, look at where the strap is. They
Yep.
put it all the way in front instead of off to the side, so it's going to cross over like this.
All right. It's going to be hard to land with those sticking out, though, I think. But
I mean, we could leave that one in the line and land it.
yeah.
Or if you guys have any concerns about it, we can go pick up the larval traps and then do this after those are safely in the bio box. Whatever you think.
I feel like we can pick up the larval traps when the ports are secure.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try it. All right, I'm going to get the third one.
Do we need it?
We're just going to leave it there.
What would Dan do?
I don't know. He changes his mind all the time.
I know. I think Orion has a good grip on it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there. We don't need it for the larva.
Yeah.
Picking up the larva traps. All right.
I think we can put a strap down now. Because we got to hook the hook and then pull tight. There was no more beacons, correct?
Not on this side. This is all we're picking up on this dive.
Well, wait, are we going to on this dive?
Yeah, this is it before we recover.
Okay.
For beacons, yeah. We have more in your future on the next dive, because we brought all of the beacons in all of the world down to Cascadia.
What do you need?
Should we take Atalanta's auto heading off so it stops tugging?
Oh, Atalanta's way ahead. Is the ship still moving?
The ship is not moving. Do you
Okay.
want to come down on Delta a little?
Yeah, I'm going to come down a little bit. Smelling the roses a little much here.
Where am I hooking it?
Right where that dust cloud is.
Sweet.
There's an eye bolt right there. I can... Video, can I get a zoom?
Yes, one moment. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you're good. Do you see the eye bolt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to point it with my mouse, that's not working. And we want to go through the eye bolt this time. Oh, beautiful.
That's definitely through. Nicely done.
Okay, now we're going to grab that little ring.
Come on, just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's good.
Should we make make sure if you can pick, there we go. Do you want me to, yeah, go wide. Give it a good crank. Oh no, it's still not pulled all the way. That zip tie is holding us. Maybe swing. I'll pan right. Or are you good? Let go, zip tie. How long is this strap? Oh God. It just keeps going. Oh. We're gonna get that thing in a thruster.
Yeah, this might not be a good idea.
Who rigged that thing?
That's it. Oh, oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh wait, that might be good. That's where it's tied, or did it just break?
Pan right.
Oh good, it's connected. Excellent. I think we have capture. We have to like pile that into the toolbox though. Are you thinking maybe spool it up and drop it into the toolbox?
Yeah.
Because someone thought we needed 15 feet of ratchet strap. Toolbox out. Forward box, sorry. You might have to just put a little in and snake it in there. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. If you let go, it might not fall out. Just grab a bundle of it and shove it in.
Box in a little bit, maybe.
Put box in.
Can't see. Oh wait, I can see it on this way. That's good.
Yep, there's your cable. Boxing out. Boxing in. That might be all we need.
I think so.
Oh, we still got a porch in. You want me to porch in?
Just stick this little.
Oh, you're gonna have to grab another. I wouldn't pull from right there though.
All right.
Okay, I'm boxing in.
Yep.
Okay, and do we want to check the tightness on those? Or do you think we're good? And I'll porch in. Okay, and we're gonna have to definitely grab another pull on that.
All right.
And if you can, pull towards the toolbox.
Just sliding.
Okay, hopefully it stays.
You guys are gonna like press it with the Orion, yeah?
Yeah, well, we have the third one, so what we could do is we could put the third one on top and hold it down with the Orion.
Well, does the third one fit in the front box or no?
The third one, I don't think so. I think it's too long.
In the starboard, it would definitely smash around with the larval traps.
Yeah, which we don't want.
But without the pole, I wonder if it.
Well, I wonder if we keep the arm in this position.
Oh yeah,
just
like
come down and kind of.
Or you could wrap the jaw so it's like this.
Yeah.
So it's parallel with the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That beacon doesn't have the
Doesn't have the post on it.
post on it, so it might just fit in the.
So you've got options.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Let's
Is the
leave it where
bioboss
it
set
is
up
right
as
now.
a full
That way we
compartment?
don't block our vision.
I believe so,
One.
yeah.
Sorry?
We have to go pick up larval traps, so.
Roger. That's north of Atalanta.
Yeah.
Roughly at this target here.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when you're good for what you're doing.
When you pull away in your 180, one of your poles is maybe under that cable, so you have
Yeah,
to back
I'll
up.
back up.
Is there anything else besides the larval traps right now, back row?
That's the last thing we want to do before we recover.
Roger.
Okay. Oh. Well,
Back up.
back up. There
There
we
you
go.
go. Get clear of it before we
Yeah.
can't see. All right, you're going to go roughly 315 from here.
315.
Just remember that the instrument platform is between us and the larval traps right now in that direction.
Okay. Changing my heading to 315.
Atlanta's facing 315. You're going to have to catch up.
And just on the back side of the instrument platform before we get to the larval traps, there is a CTD on a monument as well. So that it's about 5 meters tall.
Yeah. Roger.
Okay.
JB13, CTD behind it, larval traps beyond the CTD somewhere. I just dropped a rough target for the larval traps because I saw them in our rear view mirror, but
Yeah, just know that it's about 5 meters in the air.
Let me tilt your camera up.
good to know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
go ahead.
Coming up on the winch.
What is that, a fish? Wow.
Okay, I see the IP in the cinema cam.
And then just beyond that, there should be the 2 tall monuments.
I see him behind it.
Yep.
And then the larval traps are...
Somewhere on the ground. You know what they look like? They're these white
Yeah.
PVC things.
I think I'm the one that placed these last year.
There we go. I think they're dead ahead.
Yes, they are.
On the cinema cam, I can see them.
I think you guys have better eyes than me. I see them now. But
We're just
geez.
closer.
Oh,
That's all.
that checks.
The time it takes for the light to get back to us.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I hear light doesn't move very fast.
light physics problem. Not a prescription problem.
So we're working off our right-hand side. That work for you, Jake?
Yeah.
And we want to be as non-stir up of the sediment as we can while we recover these.
Okay. So when we were strapping it down is when we were going a little...
Do you need more
I'm
Atalanta?
going to come down
I'm right here, so...
on the winch.
Yeah, as long. Oh, I see. You're good. We were faced the other way for so long that I forgot that
It'd be
looking
nice to
at
get
Hercules
some
is an option.
digital stills when we are facing it.
You want some stills?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Stills from the Zeus when you have the option.
Okay.
Did you catch that, Danny?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm going to set down.
roger.
And they've kind of sunk into the sediment, hey, Fabio?
Yeah, quite the entire, the bottom of the PVC is, yeah, completely.
Yeah, that bottom connector is under.
Can you tell us a little bit about what these are and what we're hoping to recollect?
We're collecting larvae passively drifting in the water column, and we deployed those at all our deep sea locations: Barclay Canyon, Cascadia, Endeavor, Clydewood Slope. So we're essentially mapping out the biodiversity of the, we'll call it meroplankton. So most of the benthic invertebrates, they have a larval phase, and we don't know much about how far they disperse and the connectivity between these different deep sea environments. So yeah, we retrieve all this larvae, and 2 of these tubes in red tape there, they have formalin. So we basically use to do the taxonomy of them under the stereo microscope. And the black tapes are
Okay, go ahead.
DNA fixative.
Before you
They're
move
doing
them,
molecular
get
work.
get a
How
photo.
cool. So across all the locations, you'll take a look at the diversity of organism and the count, population count.
Want to move the
Yeah.
arm out of the way?
This is somewhat qualitative because this is an integrated sample from the entire year, right? So we don't have like many of the other instruments, like a high
go ahead.
resolution of the sampling, right? So
Yeah.
whatever got stuck there in 1 year.
Yeah.
So
is this the first time this has been done?
no. This very simple device this is a collaboration with Craig Young, University of Oregon, and there has been other deployments in other hydrothermal vent systems. And
Okay, you're clear for photos back there if you need them?
Yeah.
Do you want to pan up, or you're good with that?
Do you know how to work the photo thing?
From here? No, it's just like whenever you're grappling down, yeah, it's good, like a good shot from this one. Like the, you don't have the number right here, but the 32 there, which is, right here.
This one's 33.
Okay, and zoom out. Okay, I'll try the controls here. A sec. I don't know if I'm working it right. Camera status. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to have the control here.
Capture Hercules. I think I got one, but I don't know. Yes, I got one, at least one on Hercules from the HD cam.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's good. When the ROV is gripping the monkey fist, I can take a couple more.
Okay, cool.
Okay, go ahead. Remember, you're going to want probably a pretty tight grab. Huh? I'm good. That's okay. Oh, is it still breakfast right now? It is still breakfast.
Oh. I got it right in the...
Yeah, Dan.
Someone in the logging.
You guys
Yeah,
That's an ROV thing.
Shore's logging this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an ROV thing.
I think Herminio is there. Herminio
No,
is
it's
you
now
gotta
Drew
change
and
the
Sean.
camera from the.
Drew and Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So Sean, if you're hearing me, this actually larval trap is 34, not 32. You see in the video.
The
That
one
was-
we just
What
picked
you
up
talking
was
about,
33
Willis?
though.
Yeah.
That one's correct.
Yeah, the
Okay.
one that is still in the view. I mislabeled them.
Fabio.
Yeah, I was sleepy last year.
You were on the countdown
For what?
when you were labeling these instead of the count up.
No, actually, I remember what happened. It was a miscommunication I was in the lab and making the traps, labeling them, and then I you can have comms there for the van.
Yeah.
And then I got the numbers wrong from the previous dive, right? The last trap was 32, 31, 32 that we deploy upper slope, and then I started labeling them from the wrong start.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shore number 33 is now in the bio box.
Tilt up on the Zeus just like a little bit. Tilt up on the Zeus a little bit. Tilt up on the Zeus.
Want a little zoom on video?
So Steph, if you didn't hear before, this one that looks like it says 32, Fabio said should actually be number 34.
Okay, yeah, that's noted in the dive plan.
Yeah.
Thank you for repeating.
And now we have it on audio, so when people review this, they'll be less confused, hopefully.
Fix it in post. But these will go back to, I think you said is the University of Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon Institute of Marine Biology. There's a few PhD students looking at this data. And we started this collaboration 4 years ago, I think. And so we did this for 3 years at some of our, we starting off doing it every single location possible. And then we figured it would be, we didn't go and
All the way in the back.
dive on the same locations the following year. So then we kind of reduced to just 4 key sites.
Hey, ready?
Maine, Everfield, Cascadia here.
Yes.
Can we get a position for
Barclay
that
Canyon.
recovery, please?
Yeah.
2 sites on Barclay Canyon. So we reduced the scope, but to sites where we knew we would revisit the following year.
Right.
Inboard.
These things just fit
Oh, I
in
see,
the
I
box
see, I
too,
see, I see,
which
I
is
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
a consideration I hope that they took into mind, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
on that side, not on the other side. But.
Actually, I think we fitted more than
Right.
2 once.
Close box.
Got it. Thanks, Rennie.
Thank you.
Close the box.
It's like the larval traps are being tucked away into bed as the
Yeah.
bio box closes. Good night, larvals.
Yeah, this collaboration started maybe 5 years ago in Portugal. Actually, we were attending a meeting there about how to monitor this compartment of the ecosystem. It's very rare to have samples. We normally collect either the water column or the seafloor, but to have good data on larvae is a very rare find. So we decided to expand. This is a global initiative where partners are doing this in other parts of the globe. So we have a better understanding of how the connectivity between deep sea habitats.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I hadn't even thought that there would be a gradient of, of species population across a distance like this.
Yeah, it's not only the distance-wise, but also depth. Depth is a major factor limiting the distribution of this larvae. Some of this larvae can remain in the plankton for weeks, some longer, for months.
We were
So
thinking
that affect how
pinning,
long, how far they disperse to. And actually, this is a very key piece of
pinning the other two
information
because that
for
strap isn't really super tight.
designing marine protected areas. So you want to, how large of a box you want to protect the ocean. You want to know where the benthic species, where are they dispersing to. So that's very important information to have.
Both of them, yeah. In the starboard bio box.
You zoomed out on main HT, Amber?
I am, yes. Okay. Do you have a headset on? No, he does not.
Fabio, I was kind of thinking to myself about how wild it is that you've got grad students doing projects like this. And like, this is not what my graduate work looked like. I was like, wow, the ability to like perform experiments, right, or collect data from this far is wild. But then my counter thought is that they're running these four data points a year kind of situation is like terrifying. That
Yeah, if it's something bad happens, right?
Right.
If we lose, yeah, some of the samples. But that's why they are, there's opportunistic sampling, like various cruises. People go out on ships and ROVs, and they see this is on purpose, this is a very cheap and simple device.
I think so.
Yeah.
So they deploy in multiple sites, and yeah, if they lose some samples from the Northeast Pacific.
Back row, last check before we're off the bottom. Are we all good to go?
They have some more
Yep.
from the Indian
Good to
Ocean.
go,
or,
from my perspective.
Sure.
Yeah,
you.
they make sure to.
Roger.
And they get to explain to their advisor, like, oh, just 364 more days and the data comes. And just
Yeah. And then they have a very busy workload in the lab, sorting those samples and identifying every single RV.
So are we wrapping up and making our way back to ship?
What's that?
We're recollecting, is that?
Yeah, we're going to recover now and turn things around, and then we're going to go back to the node site where all of this began more than 24 hours ago. And I guess we began here. Anyway, at the first mud mat location, and we're going to...
So then which way do you have to go to not?
And then we're going to plug in the cable, and we have a cable tester on this end of it, on the far end of it.
Never mind.
We're going to just check to make sure that the cable has integrity.
Gotcha.
And we're going to pick up more of our beacons because we left 4 at that site.
And that's the big validation phase of the cable laying for this area?
Well, that's, yeah, so we want to make sure, because there were a couple loops in the cable that that it didn't damage the fiber. And so with this cable tester on the other end, our team on shore will be able to ping the cable tester and verify that that they're able to communicate all the way from one end to the other, from the node to the end of the cable. So that'll give us some confidence that we can then eventually plug this other end in. Unfortunately, where the cable lay in terms of where the second mud mat landed was a little bit short, which we knew was pretty risky going in. So in order to plug it into the other platform, we'll have to get an extension cable built. So it won't get plugged in on the other end on this cruise.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
We'll go in USBL.
Thanks. Well, we'll have you in the seat for the vertical transect on the next dive.
quick question for you, Megan. Thinking about the next dive down, I'm guessing we're looking at another pretty quick turnaround, and then will that wrap up work here at Cascadia?
Yep, the next dive should be our last dive here at Cascadia during this expedition.
Got it. And do you have a feel for where we're heading to next, or is that still science TBD?
Hold on to your hats, but we will be going back to Endeavour. We still have quite a bit of work to do at Endeavour. The weather is looking great. So we have 1 mooring to recover, 2 moorings to deploy, some sediment traps to recover, and we still have our big tool basket dive at main Endeavour field, which will be some instrument swaps, some instrument recoveries. And we still have a lot of sampling to do there of vent fluids using our gas tights.
Great. And that's, I mean, obviously a beautiful, beautiful view throughout, so definitely worth watching those.
Yeah, and after our test run during the last main Endeavour dive, our test run with the Norbit multi-beam on the ROV, I anticipate we'll be taking a bit more of that multi-beam. The resolution through the vents was absolutely incredible.
Really?
Yeah, and even for science it's great, but with my operational hat on, just having those to help us maneuver our way Endeavour through main Endeavour field during future dives is pretty awesome. Like, you can really see where all the vents are in proportion to each other and get a real good idea of their heights and where things might jump out and grab us.
Yeah, yeah. The photogrammetry side is so wild to me, just to see how that can be brought to the public and like become so part of such like an immersive environment for, I mean, obviously we're so lucky to be out here, but it's, you know, the next best thing, I guess, right, for the public to be able to walk
Oh
through
yeah,
as well.
the images are absolutely incredible. And to have that, like, you know, step back overview of the landscape is pretty phenomenal. We've never had such high resolution imagery of like a bigger section of Endeavour before, so we're pretty jazzed about it for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's exciting.
after we finish up at Endeavour, Brandon, we'll kind of keep following our cabled observatory loop around, and we'll take a dive at our Middle Valley location, which for us is pretty interesting because most of us have never been there. We don't have any instruments there right now, but we are looking at putting a newly designed, well, it's in the works of being newly designed node at that location. So we want to go and sort of get a sense of the landscape of where we might grow the infrastructure at that site.
Why did that one get picked? What's novel about it?
So that one, it has a branching unit there already, which means sort of like an offshoot from the main backbone cable. So it's primed for a node location. And way back when Neptune was being conceptualized, there was a whole scientific community who came to consensus of what areas and what sites would be of most interest to the different scientific communities, and Middle Valley was one of them. But for budget reasons, one site had to be knocked off early on, and that one didn't get a node. But it was really smartly set up to where it could be populated in future with the branching unit and everything. So the future is almost now.
Yeah, it's so awesome when there's that like scientific foresight, right? That like
yeah.
can continue to just kind of add modules as you go.
There are some borehole sites around there that were drilled really early on through the ocean drilling program, and there are a couple of cork locations there. So there has been study in that area as well, which I think really informed the scientific community of, what areas would be pretty interesting to study.
Yeah. Are you guys seeing like an uptick or something of like universities or partners that are trying to kind of like pipe into the established network you have?
It sort of depends on what's going on, but there is sort of a lot of interest, and it comes from a real wide range of scientific disciplines. So sometimes if a certain topic is really hot, then we get a lot more interest, and then it'll shift here and there.
Yeah.
Whoever turned the heat up in here. Thank you. It's lovely.
Pilot mic check.
Yep, gotcha.
Gotcha.
We really got to do something about that white balance. Oh. Oh, whatever you did, it just made it way better. Oh, nope. Yep. Jake, what's going on with our Delta? Just keeping you on your toes.
That must have just happened.
It did.
I was doing a sweep and I...
It doesn't help that Dan stuck his feet on top of it.
No, the numbers hold, but the colors mean nothing. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And I haven't done it in too dang long. I know. Jake will be master of all trades.
You guys have been putting in the hours. You guys have been putting in the hours. Is there is there rest on the horizon for you guys? Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. We didn't we didn't need that reset. Yeah. Did you, by the way, look up that band? Did you see? I'm just remembering now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, right. That's my action item after this shift. I have very low expectations. I think they struck gold, and then it's going to be a lot of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Hey, front row, I have a question for you guys. I was thinking about this last night.
Okay, we got a night-long question.
Yeah.
Ready to, he's been back there.
You're setting it up.
up.
It's really not, now it's just going to be disappointing. But my first expedition, we were doing really long, we did only a few very, very long dives, right? They were all like at least 24 hours. And now we're doing a bunch of relatively short dives with the exception of